And I think what they both recognized is that if you blend the best in education and the best in media and technology, you can have a transformational impact on the lives of kids in this country. And they represent the two major public officials in this country who have the ability to make that happen. So that the fact that they birthed and have overseen the gestation and now growth of the LEAD Commission speaks volumes. Most of all, they're dads and they're fine basketball players. So you're going to hear mostly about their basketball tonight, but they're going to be interviewed by a fine journalist who's now gone into the education world, Betsy Corcoran, who I've known for many years, and who was an outstanding journalist and now has started a great new organization called EdSurge. So Betsy's going to come up here and interview Julius and Arne, and we should have a great capstone to a really terrific day. So thank you all for coming. Julius, Arne, Betsy, come on up.
Which seat did you want?
Why don't you just have a seat? Make yourself comfortable.
Which one do you want?
You can sit right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We actually had this planned.
So it's a little early in the school year to do parent-teacher meetings. But then again, we're running towards the end of the administration, so it seems like a good time to start by doing a little bit of an evaluation.
First term.
First term. That's fine. That's fine. I had no political statement. But let's just start with a moment and talk a little bit about, I'd love to hear from both of you, two things that you feel particularly proud of over the last 3 years, and one thing, one wish, as we say in education, 2 stars and a wish.
You're gonna make me go first. Let's see. If the question was, what am I grateful for? And I mean this seriously. One of the things that I'm incredibly grateful for is that the president convinced Arne Duncan to come into government and bring his vision and his energy to lead the education department, education reform, and make sure all of us are focused on the opportunities around education. It's been a privilege for me to work with this guy. I cannot shoot over him on the basketball court, but we're very, very lucky to have Arne Duncan as our Secretary of Education. I think the question is, what are 2 things that I'm proud of?
Yeah.
When in FCC land, the agency that I got to 4 years ago was, for a variety of reasons, unfocused, confused, and the communications world is a very complicated world. And not waking up every day and thinking about how to seize the incredible opportunities of communications technology. And I think at a very high level, one of the things I'm really proud of is that the Federal Communications Commission today is focused on the opportunities of high-speed internet, wired and wireless, for our country. Now, there's a lot to that. But everyone in the agency wakes up saying, how can we seize these opportunities for our economy, for education, for healthcare, for public safety? And I'm very proud of that. I'm also proud that one of the areas that we've made a priority is broadband and education. And, there are a bunch of things that we've done, and there are people in this room who are at the commission now and who used to be at the commission who made all these things possible. We inherited one of the country's most important programs, probably the country's most important program around technology and education, a program called E-Rate, which spends over $2 billion a year and was a very forward-thinking, bold idea in 1996 when it happened, but hadn't been updated at all for a broadband world. And in a series of ways, still while we were feeling our way around how exactly to do this, what technology really means for education. We, first of all, realizing that we need to invest more and more in education. When people weren't really looking, we took a program that had been capped and indexed to inflation. Not a small thing. we did a variety of things to help schools get more for their money, allowing schools to light up dark fiber, for example, and we allowed them to open up their facilities to their communities, something that's already having a big positive effect. And as we began to see the power and potential of digital textbooks, we opened the door to the program to fund E-rate uses relating to mobile connectivity so that digital textbooks could be part of the thinking. I guess one thing that I wish for all of us is this. My experience in the last 4 years at the FCC has convinced me that these opportunities relating to technology are very, very real, and they can make a real difference in people's lives. And my wish is that we do the right things together to seize those opportunities and translate the theory into reality for our kids and our families all across America.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun working with Julius and his team, and his wife's actually been a great partner as well. So we got everybody working together, and I hope to continue to do that for the next 4 years. 2 areas where I'm extraordinarily pleased with what we've gotten done. To see 46 states raise standards, not because of a federal mandate, not because of sticks, but because of carrots and incentives. I think that's an amazing game changer over time, not overnight. But it's the first time in the history of our country where folks have raised standards and done it together, and the implications for kids and technology and teachers and parents, I think, are pretty extraordinary as we go forward. The fact that we were able to increase Pell Grants, and this year 10 million young people having access to college due to Pell Grants, who didn't have it before, gone from about 6 million to 10 million just in the past 2 years, $40 billion increased investment. When higher education is so critically important, that's a big, big deal. So those two I'm really proud of. An area where I think we've been spectacularly unsuccessful is in pushing on the demand side for education reform. And I think we're facing an education crisis in this country. I think many of us here tonight think that. And I think we have not done nearly enough to get parents, whether it's white, black, Latino, inner city, suburban, rural, we don't have enough parents demanding change and demanding all of us to do more. The biggest critique me and my team always get is that we're going too fast. I actually think we're going far, far, far too slow. And I wish we had a lot more pressure from the community saying our children deserve a world-class education.